Welcome to Salt Lake City, Utah. The quarterfinals here in Division I of the MCLA National Championships, powered by Under Armour. We got the 5 seed South Carolina Gamecocks coming in 17-1 out of the SELC, taking on the 13th seeded California Golden Bears. The 13th seeded Golden Bears knocking off the 4 seed Colorado yesterday in the opening round and finding their way here to the quarterfinals. Travis Eldridge, Josh Hawkins, back with you here on field number 3, a spot in Thursday's semifinals on the line here, Josh.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here with you, Travis. I mean, beautiful afternoon, early evening. It's just gorgeous. The sun's starting to go down a little bit, but Cal's fired up. They just were chanting a "We Ready" chant to get out here to face off against South Carolina. I'm so excited for this matchup. First of all, Cal, for me, did such a great job yesterday against Colorado in controlling the pace of play of the game. Whether Colorado was going fast or slowing down, it seemed like Cal was able to adjust and kind of control the pace of play. Really good job in the clearing game, dealing with Colorado's junk, their 10-man ride that they threw out. But for South Carolina, I mean, there are a lot of Maryland kids, a lot of New York kids. They can score the rock. They come from hotbeds. This is a team that no one really knows much about because they've kind of bursted onto the scene this year. So exciting matchup between Cal and South Carolina.
This is South Carolina's first trip to the national tournament, looking to make it to the Final Four in their first ever trip. As for Cal, this is a spot where they're used to, of course, won in the quarterfinals in overtime a year ago when they beat Colorado.
And to let the people know at home, I'm going to do my best to be in the booth and on the sideline, getting in huddles of timeouts and
they took Greg Bice away from us.
Yeah.
So we've got South Carolina winning the opening draw, and there's a flag right off the face-off. The shot low is saved by Cal, but it triggers the penalty. Nick Piatti making this stop. He had a good game yesterday, but South Carolina gets the early extra man opportunity.
Just like that, we're into it, right? Flag and man-up situation for the Gamecocks. We'll see if we can put one in here. But like I said, a lot of players from hotbed areas like Maryland, New York, Virginia on this South Carolina team. So some finesse shooters, players that like to show that flash on offense. So we'll see if they can stick one here early on.
1 minute man up for South Carolina. Our first look at this Gamecocks offense. Spinning shot saved by Piatti.
Really like Cal's defense there. They were in a 5-man rotation. Every defender in that rotation sharing a little piece of that crease player. So great stop, empty possession there, even though they had a disadvantage. But Cal doing a great job here to get a stop early on.
I just told you 20.
This is Nate DeGroat.
What's wrong? Penalty. How much? We told you 3 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release.
And so the penalty is released. Back to even strength as Cal has their first offensive opportunity. Shot out in front, saved by South Carolina.
Great off-stick save.
Colin Haynes with this stop, coming off a nice game against Colorado yesterday. South Carolina clears. Ezekiel Orsini bringing it into the box, the long pole.
A lot of tights for this South Carolina Gamecocks squad.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday. You like this? You like the tight look?
I actually like the Cal look better today.
Oh, all right.
I'm into the short shorts these days. They kind of have the short look. I
Lansinger
like
swings it in the middle in all sorts of traffic. Cal comes away with it. Brandon Kuhnert.
Learned yesterday that Cal runs the the same clear as the 2012 Loyola.
Your 2012
Yes.
Loyola team.
Yeah.
National champs.
And I can confirm it's the same clear.
There you go. Coach Ned Webster, very complimentary of you, Josh.
He's a great coach. Good guy. Knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, right? It's because he liked your team.
I love this second midfield line for Cal, especially Rosberg right here with the ball. He's my party starter, and here he goes. You see the right-to-right split, getting the defense to move.
This is Brendan Cook. Here's your guy.
If you're listening, if you're watching, you can hashtag USC.
Shot just a little
Cal.
wide from Rosberg.
If you want to interact with us on Twitter.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about the craziness that's happened here in Division I already today in the quarterfinals.
Wild day.
BYU knocking off the 2-seed Utah just moments ago. So the 7th seed, the Cougars, into the semifinals tomorrow. Utah off to Division I lacrosse.
That was like the championship for BYU. I mean, the crowd was wild. It was a crazy game. They're down 6-2. They come back and win it.
Incredible.
Yep. Cal really taking their time right now on offense. Not forcing anything.
The winner of this game will play Chapman, the top seed in the semifinals.
Chapman sneaking away with one.
An overtime win just about 45 minutes ago, taking down Liberty. Incredible comeback by Liberty to cause the extra session as the timer is on here for Cal.
Roseburg fighting for a GB.
Scooped ahead by South Carolina. See if they can scoop it up. Goes out of bounds. I don't know. Does that reset the timer? Pistotnik just took a wild shot. I guess I don't think he.
I guess he thought it didn't reset the timer, so he took a shot.
The other quarterfinal going on right now in Division I. Michigan State and Virginia Tech, 3 and 6 seeds.
Talking to Greg Bice, another member of our broadcast team here for at Lax All-Stars. He thinks Michigan State could be a contender for the championship.
Oh, look, that side of the bracket is opened up with BYU finding their way into the semifinals. 2 seed and 4 seed already knocked out in this D1 MCLA tournament. This is Griffin Giles.
He's going to take a big run here in a 1-4-1 set. Get a pop from the crease and some action backside.
Lost behind the cage by Addison Lutz. He had a couple of goals yesterday in the opening round.
Lutz a really good lefty. He's got a hard shot. They're looking for that short stick matchup, calling for the ball up top.
Shot saved by Bietti. But the loose ball is scooped home. Ryan Vallon, right place, right time. The Gamecocks are on the board first.
It's like he swiped that one out of the air.
Yeah.
Barely in his stick for a second. Nice juicy ground ball on the crease. It pops up and, like you said, right place, right time.
That's what we call creating your own luck, Josh.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah. Put yourself in a position to score. Position to take that championship step. South Carolina wins a face-off. Lansinger, and they go all the way around the horn. Addison Luth behind the cage.
Coach Webster calling for a shut, and you see it there as they're trying to deny
Will Lansinger.
Will Lansinger,
one there in white. And it worked out. Cal able to cause the turnover. Great move by Matt Dixon, the freshman midfielder. Bench calling for the team to settle it in. That's exactly what Jake Lombardo does.
I like the sense of urgency, though. Looking for it in transition, but they made a smart play by settling it. Going to look to get their guys on and try to even this thing up.
Nice anticipation there along the end line.
They're going to have to wait, though.
Orsini, the LSM, causes a turnover, and back comes South Carolina. Another great play in the riding game. This time it's Nate Grote. Jake Pistotnik collecting things for Cal. We saw this yesterday, Josh. Realizing what Cal is all about is their ability to establish the pace that they want to play at.
Yeah, and you know, a big part of that was Colorado throwing a 10-man ride at them, and they were able to stay in control and you know, get their offensive possessions. But they also played fast when Colorado played fast. So again, this Cal team does a really good job of adjusting and playing the way they want to play, dictating the pace of play instead of having to play.
Giles all the way down. Shot over the fence here and almost all the way over to the other field. And South Carolina with the backup. It's Griffin Bailey, freshman midfielder.
That's a good no call by the refs.
DeGroat there for the loose ball, can't pick it up. South Carolina avoids the over and back. Low scoring affair here early on. We're about 10 minutes into the first quarter. Long distance shot, couldn't quite get through. Kick save!
Wow.
Beatty makes a big stop.
Great save by Beatty.
Incredible. That pass could not be completed, so a turnover. We saw him do that yesterday.
Yeah.
Maybe the save of the tournament. Griffin Bailey for South Carolina just came off and said, how did he save that? That's a valid question. Josh, how did he save it?
It looked like with his foot. That's all I got for you, though.
Sorry, Griffin.
Well, we asked him yesterday how he made his crazy save, and he goes, I don't know. I just reacted.
I just reacted to it.
Yeah.
Dixon thought about it from way downtown. Instead, South Carolina able to pack it in. Well, two-man game. Pistotnik lost it for a second, picks it up.
Both teams so far are getting long possessions, really taking care of the ball.
Different from the start of that Colorado-Cal game yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
That was up and down.
Back and forth, for sure.
Skip pass out top. Shot saved easily there by Haynes. Both teams have had some all right opportunities. Goalies have made a couple of saves here so far.
feel like we've kind of seen a theme of sloppiness to start in some of these games. But today, I mean, these two teams really being patient, taking their time, and not trying to make any mistakes.
Dayton, the semifinals on the line. Shot wide there. Lansinger slinging one. 2:40 left in this first quarter. Quarterfinal in Division I. Winner of this one plays on Thursday against Chapman, the top seed. That one just wide as well. Colin Lopez with the bounce shot.
Lopez getting a good look off the defense, not paying attention.
Skip pass in front, bounce shot goes. Graham Lorber, the senior, makes it 2-0 South Carolina.
South Carolina goes to the invert there. The carry behind the cage and dodge from X on a shorty. That causes Cal's defense to drop down a little bit. And they find a seam, find an opening in the middle of the field, and get a good look at Cage. Stick to the inside, good bounce finish. Using the earth to help him out.
Grass field different. In talking to Coach Ned Webster for Cal, something they did not experience during the regular season, really playing all their games on turf. So it's something different when it comes to ground balls, something different when it comes to the bounce shots as well. Zanich, the cross-crease pass for Cal. South Carolina able to come up with the ground ball.
And you mentioned the turf. I feel like, you know, South Carolina hasn't had any trouble off the ground. I mean, the grass out here is really nice, really well kept. And it's not super long, it's not too short, it's not muddy, it's kind of perfect.
But there is a difference, right? Even on the best kept grass compared to what a lot of teams now are used to in playing on the artificial turf.
And especially how the ball reacts on the ground, whether that's going to roll out of bounds, whether it's not. A little bit faster on turf, obviously.
South Carolina, the 5 seed, the early lead so far.
Back in their 1-4-1 set here, looking for a dodge from up top.
Giles down the alley. He's got space, but Beatty with a save. JP Josie coming to complete the clear.
Mentioned earlier the clear. We did run our clear at like 95, 98%.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good clear. 16 seconds left in the opening quarter. An errant pass for South Carolina with 12. Cal has a chance if they hurry. South Carolina racing back. There's 8.
4, 3, 2.
Shot saved by Haynes. And it keeps Cal scoreless in the opening 15 minutes. It took a while for these teams to get going, but South Carolina able to put 2 on the board in the first quarter. The 5-seeded Gamecocks have a 2-0 lead. Entering the second quarter, we'll be back as you're watching the 2018 MCLA National Tournament powered by Under Armour.
My name is Pat Young. I started my college career at University of Maryland, Baltimore County and finished up at University of Maryland College Park. I currently play for the Ohio Machine. The shaft is the Meso, and obviously when you look at it, it's got a really sleek look to it. Black on black is pretty smooth. Feel it, it's not too rigid, got a little bit of a grit to it. It's very durable, but it's pretty light. It's got a little bit of a flex to it, so it puts a little bit more on your shot. MCLA Meso composite. Balanced, battle-tested.
Welcome back to the 2018 MCLA National Tournament, powered by Under Armour. Quarterfinal action in Division I. The 5-seeded Gamecocks from South Carolina with an early 2-0 lead over the 13-seed from California. Cal, of course, knocking off the 4-seed Colorado yesterday, looking for a second straight upset win to find their way back into the national semifinals. Travis Eldridge, Josh Hawkins back with you. And Josh, you were listening in on that Golden Bears huddle. Obviously, there has to be some offense being talked about. Scoreless in that first quarter. What was going on?
Yeah, Coach Webster just telling his offense to do what they did yesterday 50 times. They haven't done it yet today, he said, and he'd like to see them do that. And that's get into their offensive set, one hard dodge, get it through X, and then start their movement. And so, just asking for his offense to settle down. I mean, they're getting the possessions. They're getting long, good possessions. They're just not going through their sets. I also really like Postitnik stepping up in the huddle and talking about, guys, let's just calm down here. Let's just run what we run. Let's move our feet and we'll be fine. So a lot of positivity in that huddle, even though they weren't able to find the back of the net in the first.
After a long ground ball battle, finds its way to the stick of Beatty, but the errant pass on the clear. South Carolina gets possession right back. South Carolina has done a good job maintaining a lot of possession, especially toward the end of that first quarter. Feed on the crease, and there's the finish. It's Grant Schneider on the crease with a little slam dunk. 3-zip Gamecocks.
And that was a great play. You see the initiation from up top, draws a slide, wide open on the crease, and he finds the open man. I mean, just great initiation to start that dodge, and then to be able to keep his head up and find the crease, and just a nice finish right on top. Those ones are hard to stop when your toes are right on the crease.
And South Carolina wins it forward. Unsettled situation, ripped just wide. Good look from Graham Lorber. Coming off the face-off win from Derek Isaac.
Cal playing a lot of defense so far in the second.
Bailey had it stripped. Loose ball still. Cal coming up with an important ground ball here. Get something going offensively. Ball's loose around midfield. Team's lost it. Once again, the sun angle is going to play a little bit of a factor here for the middle part of this game. Finds its way to Griffin Bailey. Freshman shovels it in. And Liam O'Donnell takes it behind to X.
And again, if you're watching, hop on Twitter, #USC versus Cal. Ask us a question. Tell us what you see. Let's get some interaction going here, Travis?
Josh can't see everything.
I can't sit still. I need to go to the sideline. I need a timeout.
I know. Took away our sideline guy. On the doorstep! A fake and finish. It's Schneider again.
Another wide open Gamecocks player right on the crease. And again, it starts from an initiation up top and then a slide by the defense that's leaving a man wide open on the backside. They're not getting their 2 and 3 slides down to help out that slider.
So 4-0 Gamecocks A little over 2 minutes into the second quarter of this quarterfinal. The 5 seed showing you why they won the first 16 games of this season. But Cal quickly wins a face-off. But a bad pass gives it right back to the Gamecocks. Remember, the South Carolina team won 16 in a row to start. They lost to Virginia Tech in the SELC championship game. Their first loss of the season, still making it into the MCLA tournament. What happened there, Josh? Cal now has it.
Yeah, I missed it, Travis. I'm not sure. Some sort of infraction by South Carolina. Gives the ball back to Cal.
Jake Lombardo. JP Josie setting up shop for the Golden Bears. Looking to get on the board for the first time today.
That's the only one I'm going to miss all day,
right.
Okay?
I'm holding you to that.
I know.
DeGroat back out top. Good active stick by South Carolina, but it finds its way to Pistotnik. Jake, right place, right time. Cal keeps possession. See if they can capitalize on this extended opportunity. And they can.
I do like that possession for Cal, though. I mean, they got into their look. They got into their motion offense. They got a couple hard dodges. Just not able to connect a pass. Headed towards the end line, and it goes out of bounds.
South Carolina quickly clears. This Gamecocks team has been really impressive so far in the first game or so we've seen of them here today. That shot wide. Did Cal get the backup? No, they give it to South Carolina. Quickly back out in front. I don't think that ever got to Beatty. Back up along the sideline. That one goes to the Golden Bears.
Go middle, go middle.
Great job by South Carolina on the ride, just creating so much pressure, causing a turnover. Nowhere for Beatty to go. Had no help.
And South Carolina, once again, with a 4-0 lead here, has possession. You surprised by this start so far?
I mean, South Carolina's really good offensively, and they've shown that all season long. So, you know, the fact that they have 4 goals, no, but I am surprised that Cal hasn't been able to connect on their offensive end. I mean, we saw them yesterday. You know, this is a great offensive team. They have really good initiators, good shooters. Just haven't really been able to get, you know, into a rhythm here. I'm going to go check out and see what they say again in this huddle, see if they're talking some more offense.
Cal taking a timeout. We'll step aside for a second. South Carolina, the 5 seed, with an early 4-0 lead about 5 minutes into this second quarter. We'll be back.
Life is about moments. If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings.
Do you have that real look in your eye that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quaid?
All right. See ya!
Right at it, right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're going to do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
Welcome back to Salt Lake City, Utah. D1 quarterfinal here at the 2018 MCLA National Tournament. The 5 seed South Carolina looking good so far as they try to work their way to a semifinal date on Thursday with Chapman. Travis Eldridge, Josh Hawkins back with you. And Josh, we've got some tweets coming in.
We do.
What's the scout on this USC goalie?
Well, he's
Colin Haynes.
Colin Haynes, he's a lefty, so similar to what we saw in our last game in Florida Gulf Coast versus St. Thomas. St. Thomas with the lefty goalie. Florida Gulf Coast had trouble shooting on the lefty goalie. A lot of righty goalies in our sport, and lefties are rare to come by. So it kind of changes up the scout for shooters when you're going up against a goalie that is playing with his left.
Cause turnover there on the sideline. Josh, I always think this is an interesting question because coaches go back and forth on it. Are you a fan of having a scouting report on a goalie if you're going to shoot against somebody, or do you like to just do your own thing?
Are you asking me personally?
Yeah, just
me personally.
Shot in front, Beatty with a nice save for
Great
Cal.
Save.
He's got a flag flying. But personally, do you just want to do your thing no matter what you're going up against, or do you want to know what this guy can do?
I find myself in the righty alley a lot coming down in transition, so I like a lefty goalie because that means his offside is where I want to shoot is across my body to that far side. So I like lefty goalies, to be honest, but there's a lot of natural shots and kind of just reactions, when you shoot the ball to shoot it towards that right side because you have so many righty goalies in lacrosse. But at the D1 level, there's goalie scouts all the time, and I've seen some in-depth goalie scouts.
Yeah, I know.
What his favorite potato chip is to.
Well, that's just for the trash talk. Once you score one, they got a 1-minute cross-checking penalty for Cal against Josh Chen, the junior defenseman.
7:53.
7:53.
South Carolina on the extra man. Feet on the doorstep, slam, dunk, finish from Lorber.
And again, another goal right on the crease for South Carolina, and that's, on my count, 3 goals that have been right on the doorstep. And when that's happening, you got to know that your defense is breaking down and that you're not getting either your backside defender is sagging too far off ball, your second and third slides are too late. Right now, South Carolina is just doing a good job of feeding the crease and finishing those feeds. 3 goals right on the doorstep.
And so the extra man opportunity not wiped off here for South Carolina because it's a full-time served minute penalty. There was a targeting to the head portion of that penalty tacked on the cross-check. And so South Carolina still up a man and a chance to go unsettled. Lansinger's shot is wide, and Cal able to win the backup.
Beatty with a great backup.
15 seconds. 15.
As you can hear there, 15 seconds left on the extra man. Turnover in the clear. So still a little bit of time for South Carolina.
Four, 3, 2, 1, release.
So the teams are back to even strength as that pass is airmailed way over everybody. It's into the parking lot. You find that in somebody's trunk later on.
I'm sure some little kid has his eyes on it.
You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see more ball kids here. Some young lax rats here in Utah, some sticks around the outside. I feel like that we can make that happen.
You know, I'll tell you what, Travis, Coach Webster's growing on me. In the last huddle.
Yeah, he's growing on you because he loves your 2012 national championship team.
He's growing on me, man.
He didn't need to grow on you. Once he told you that, you were in love.
In the last huddle, just so calm and poised, not freaking out, you know, because his offense isn't really generating the shots that they normally see. You know, sometimes you get a coach that might bark at you and yell at you, but he's, you know, keeping it calm, and you see that, you know, translating to the players too. They're staying calm as well. So I'm sure it's a matter of time before this Cal team gets on the board.
Shot saved by Haynes. Good check there. Crosses a ground ball around midfield. On the crease, a save by Beatty. Give Beatty credit. The balls that have gone past him here so far today have been essentially point-blank shots.
Exactly. I mean, he's keeping him in this game right now.
Skip pass up top, and there's Cal on the board. Jake Pistiknik. And that'll get the sideline fired up.
And, you know, I go back to the patience of Coach Webster, you know, keeping this offense calm. And you see it there. They make a great play in transition, and they're on the board now. Let's see if they can link a few goals together here and try to get back into it.
Sorry, mispronounced Jake's name. Pistotnik. Thought I had it right yesterday.
That's a tough one.
It is.
That's a tough one.
I'll take the L on that one.
Push on South Carolina. Again, we'll see if
little
Cal
momentum maybe here.
Yeah, can stay patient, get into their offensive sets, and generate the looks that they want.
Look, earlier today in the D1 bracket, you saw Utah with a 6-2 lead on BYU. And the Cougars come back and win that one late in regulation. So 4 goals is certainly not insurmountable.
Absolutely not, especially today.
You've seen just about everything so far today. Chapman was up big against Liberty earlier today as well. That shot rings the bar. But South Carolina scoops up the ground ball. Transition chance for the Gamecocks.
I like the confidence from Michael Bellis to take that shot. I mean, he's a big boy, and he can certainly sling it from the outside. He rang that one off the pipe. I wouldn't hate to see him get out there again. That was a second midfield line. I like their line with Rosberg as well, who's their party starter. So if they can generate some more shots that way.
South Carolina looking to add to a 4-goal advantage. Addison Lutz takes his man behind.
First time we're seeing an invert here.
Tackman's got a short stick.
Oh, yeah.
Lutz is step, but Beatty the save. See if Cal can go unsettled. JP Josie. Now to Grote. Good defense here from South Carolina. And a nice extended set on offense for Cal. Trying to get something else going offensively. That shot just a little wide.
And we talked about it yesterday around this time, Travis. The sun, you know, on this side of the field. You'd think that the offense would take a couple more shots from that left side because the goalie's got to turn into that sun a little bit.
From way downtown, sun not a problem there for Mr. Haynes. Oh, pretty move.
Yeah, Haynes gobbled that shot up. I mean, high to high.
Will Lansinger, the senior, floats it. Under 3 minutes to go in the opening half. This MCLA Division I quarterfinal. Winner gets a day off tomorrow before the semifinals on Thursday in Salt Lake City. Low to high rip.
Slow recovery there by Cal.
Lorber wanted it all there.
South Carolina is able to get a shot off backside.
Good flip. Gets the defense moving a little bit here, but Cal good to recover. Ryan Vallon. Now Lansinger swings and scores. Little sidearm sling from Lansinger. South Carolina up 6-1.
And that's a great shot by Lansinger. Hard dodge down the alley, right to right split, and then just an off stick. Use the earth to help him out. Nice bounce shot off stick side. And that's why you saw Cal try to pressure out on him a little bit, try to prevent him from getting the ball. Earlier in the first quarter, they actually put a full shut on him during one possession, and that's why. I mean, he has the ability to take his defender one-on-one, whether you're a shorty, whether you're a pole, and you know that's another great shot by Lansinger. He did it yesterday. He's been doing it for the South Carolina team all year.
Face-off violation there on Cal. South Carolina picks up possession. 5-goal lead, matching its largest so far today. What's been the biggest difference in this game so far, Josh?
Just the possession time for South Carolina. They're really starting to wear down this Cal defense with these long possessions. I mean, I can see you sweating a little bit. It's hot out here.
Yeah.
You're not even running around at all. So this Cal defense, is playing a ton of defense so far, and Cal's capitalizing on their shots. I mean, you saw the 3 goals that they have so far right on the crease, and Cal on the other side hasn't gotten those shots on the crease. They haven't seen those looks like South Carolina has. So
we're going to step aside here. South Carolina takes a timeout with their player in a little bit of trouble. Gamecocks with a 6-3 lead late in the second quarter. Welcome back to Salt Lake City, Utah. End of the first half in this quarterfinal in Division I, the MCLA National Tournament, powered by Under Armour. South Carolina going to get one more goal here, going to the half with its largest lead. Josh, you were in that Carolina huddle. Did you hear anything?
Yeah, possess the ball. They want to possess the ball here. They don't want to throw it away and give Cal a chance to get a momentum goal here going into halftime. So just possess the ball was the message. I also learned a fun fact.
Okay.
Number 31, Liam O'Donnell from West Islip is Jack Kelly's neighbor, my teammate.
How about that?
Denver Outlaws goalie teammate, played at Brown from West Islip. It's his neighbor.
Wow.
Small world.
I mean, if he shot against Jack Kelly and was able to score any against him, should score against just about anybody in the entire world. Jack Kelly, one of the best goalies in the world at the moment. Nice swim move. Beatty. Did he keep it out? He did. Man, just enough of that one. So Cal able to escape a 6-goal deficit. They're still down 6-1 after 30 minutes in this quarterfinal. We'll be back with the second half. The South Carolina leads 6-1 over the 13-seeded California Golden Bears. You're watching the 2018 MCLA National Tournament, powered by Under Armour.
Life is about moments.
If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight. You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings.
Do you have that real look in your eye that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quaid?
See ya!
Right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
My name is Pat Young. I started my college career at University of Maryland, Baltimore County and finished up at University of Maryland, College Park. I currently play for the Ohio Machine. The shaft is the Meso, and obviously when you look at it, it's got a really sleek look to it. Black on black is pretty smooth. Feel it, it's not too rigid, got a little bit of a grit to it. It's very durable, but it's pretty light. It's got a little bit of a flex to it, so it puts a little bit more on your shot. UA Meso Composite, balanced, battle tested. My name is Pat Young. I started my college career at University of Maryland, Baltimore County, and finished up at University of Maryland, College Park. I currently play for the Ohio Machine. This is the Under Armour Banshee. It's the mid-level lacrosse cleat. What I like about it is it's got a low cleat feel, but with the protection of a mid to high cleat. I'm usually a guy who likes to protect my ankles, but I don't like to lose the mobility and feel like I'm wearing a heavy cleat. UA Banshee, untouchable, unstoppable.
I'm Eric Law. I went to the University of Denver and I played professional lacrosse for the Denver Outlaws. This is the UA Command 2.0. I really like the new design of the thinner scoop at the top to help with ground balls, and the same thing in the back with the flare to help with ground balls as well. The pocket, it forms just a nice, easy pocket right in the middle. I also love how light it is. We've been in the sun all day. It still doesn't get that soupy, bendy feeling. Also, what I really like the new addition of is the side rail pockets for the shooters, which doesn't go right in there, which I think is a brilliant design.
I'm Greg Gorenlian, known as Greg Beast. I played for the New York Lizards. I just retired from the MLL, and I face off for Team USA. An elite level face-off man looks for a couple different things. The first thing is the pinch points of the head, the flex points, how it wraps around the ball. The second thing you look for is the scoop. Is it rigid enough? Can it help you get an extra couple ground balls? The third thing is you want durability. You don't want to have to go buy a new head every few games, so this head basically encompasses all three of those. The Face-Off Academy put Command X's heads and their prototypes through the grinder. They lasted throughout the entire grind. They flexed exactly how we wanted them to. So not only were they pliable, not only were they durable, but they were also using in a lot of different facets. So it came out with a pretty good rating. The UA Command X. Dive under, take over.
Founded in 2009, Lacrosse Talk Radio has the most live and up-to-date coverage of the fastest sport on 2 feet. Whether you're listening to one of our over 200 live youth, high school, collegiate, or professional game broadcasts, or our regional specialty shows, Lacrosse Talk Radio gives you access and insight to your favorite teams and players. Visit us at lacrossetalkradio.com for our broadcast schedules in the Rocky Mountain, Tri-State, and Mid-Atlantic regions. Lacrosse Talk Radio, the official voice of the MCLA.
Welcome back live to Salt Lake City, Utah. Quarterfinal in Division I here, the 2018 MCLA National Tournament powered by Under Armour. South Carolina, the 5 seed in this bracket, dominating in that first half, up 6-1 on the 13-seeded California Golden Bears. I mean, if you're the Gamecocks, this is exactly how you drew it up.
Oh, yeah, they're having fun. I mean, this is their first appearance in the tournament, and they're running around having fun, feeding the crease. We saw 3 crease goals. I mean, this team looks super comfortable on offense. It looks super comfortable on defense. The whole bench is into the game. They got the gold chain on the sideline. What more do I need to say about
turnover
South Carolina? They're doing well right now.
They got a hype man over there.
Yeah. Although what South Carolina needs to do is be ready for Cal's punch. You know, Cal's going to come out here in the second half and try to throw a big punch at the Gamecocks. And I did go talk to Coach Webster, and he said that they're going to throw some junk in the second half, whether it's a 10-man ride or try to cause some turnovers and you know, play a little bit more aggressive between the lines, play a little bit faster to generate some more you know, shots and looks for this Cal team. Also, offensively, they're getting their adjacent passes shut off by Carolina, so it's throwing their offense off a little bit.
South Carolina with another face-off win. They had a 5-3 edge in the first half there at the X.
I'll share one more tidbit from Coach Webster at the half. They have a metaphor about you know, playing like a closed fist. Right now they're playing like a fist with your pointer finger out, which is an individual. You can't fight like that, Travis, because your finger would snap or break off, right? You have to fight with your fist closed, and that's their metaphor going into the second half. Play as a team, right? Not as an individual.
Oh, man. That's something you would come up with. Beatty able to make a save there for Cal. Corral it in the crease. Low catch in the clear by Nick White. And Cal goes to work. Jake Pistotnik. And there's the flag. Pistotnik, a free opportunity for Cal. Skip pass across. We got a long ball opportunity. Big save by Haynes. That will trigger the extra man. Matt Lazandish from downtown. That was a rifle.
I'll tell you what, man, there's been a lot of great goaltending in this tournament. Man, from Cotton, Florida Gulf Coast to Haynes to Beatty. I mean, these goalies are keeping their teams in these games.
The senior for South Carolina, Nick Wood, going to the box for a hold. 1 minute extra man opportunity here for Cal. See what the South Carolina man down unit has. Winds, fires and scores. Cal strikes first in the second half. Jake Pistotnik with the goal.
And what a great shot, using the ground to help. Bounces it right in the top right corner. I mean, hard shot. You see him get his whole body into that one, and man, what a great start here for Cal. This is what they need in the second half.
Remember, we have seen some comebacks here today. We saw one just on this field the game before. Liberty able to make things really interesting against Chapman before the top-seeded Panthers were able to escape in overtime. Violation on Cal. South Carolina wins it. Another face-off win for the Gamecocks. Oh, great catch in traffic. On the doorstep, but a cause turnover for Cal.
And you can really see the sense of urgency now from both teams.
Pistotnik wants another one. He bounces another home. All the way to the top corner. Cal's got 2 back. It's a 6-3 game.
I don't even think he thought that was going in.
That was one of those, well, I just did this one time, same spot, let's try it again.
And I said top right for his last goal, but this one was as top right as you could get. That looked like it bounced maybe 10 feet in front of the crease before it went top corner.
And you bounce one like that on turf, it's going like 5 feet over the cage.
And you knew Cal was going to come out like this with this intensity, and I said South Carolina has to be able to match that. So far, Cal's been able to take advantage and get some.
South Carolina's had opportunities so far in the
yeah.
second half to grab the momentum back. And another face-off win will help. It's Colin Haynes. Oh, they had a cutter in the middle.
South Carolina today has done a really good job on their clear, getting the ball down, opposite box, far side, getting the ball down to their attack, and they get into their offense. I mean, that's exactly what you want to do, and they've been doing it really well so far. Cleared around 90% in the first half.
Addison Lutz working from X, and he grabs some momentum back for the Gamecocks. All by himself at 7-3.
Lutz, nothing crazy there, just dodging to his strength, getting to his left hand, and kind of shoots it through his defender's feet, and ball ends up in the back of the net. Nice shot by Lutz, the lefty.
It's like all of a sudden these two teams woke up. Had goals left and right after a relatively low-scoring first 30 minutes.
Galani, the face-off win for Cal. He's been doing a good job of winning the first clamp. It's the wings that need to support a little bit more. South Carolina with a great save.
Haynes with a nice stop.
Yeah.
Here come the Gamecocks. And there's the flag. The Cal player went over, and smartly, this is something we didn't see in one of the games yesterday. Now they're going to play with the extra man because, well, why not?
Yeah, already committed the penalty, already went offside, so you might as well go down and play defense. And
free opportunity for South Carolina.
Stop that from happening, but
Jacob Ellis against 7 Cal Bears.
That penalty's now waved off, but nice individual effort there to stick it against, like you said, 7 Cal Bears.
So back to a 5-goal advantage after 2 straight to start this second half for Cal. South Carolina responds with 2 of their own. And how important is that response from the Gamecocks, especially early on after what Cal brought out in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, Cal punches, first in the second half, but like you said, South Carolina responds.
Oh, what a strip.
Great ride.
South Carolina, another opportunity offensively. It's a terrific play. I believe that was Derek Isaac, the face-off man for South Carolina.
Here you go, Isaac. Nice cause turnover in the stat column for you.
Yeah. I've had a couple of those highlight reel takeaways. One-handed shot, just a little wide. South Carolina coaching staff telling their team to get a good one. That's about as good as it gets. Reese, number 15. It was Jacob Ellis. 3 straight for the Gamecocks. And they've got their largest lead of the game at 6. The 5 seed feeling good here in the quarterfinals.
And that's been the theme for South Carolina offensively. Shots right on top of Beatty. It's the 4th or 5th goal now where they found themselves right on top of the crease, wide open. It's a big boy, too, 6'4". It's a pretty big target to throw it in there, too.
A lot of good options offensively for this South Carolina team. You look at the guys that have gotten it done. Ellis a couple. Schneider's scored. Lutz has been good throughout this tournament. Lansinger in the midfield.
Yeah, when you look at the South Carolina offense, they have a lot of options. You mentioned Lutz, the lefty, Lansinger from the midfield, Jacob Ellis, I mean, a couple goals in the day, kind of your big crease attackman. A lot of options that they can go to, a lot of different ways that they can score on you.
Yeah. Love the enthusiasm on the South Carolina sideline as well, just for little things like backups and a caused turnover along the sideline. And now a flag.
Yeah, you get the sense that the South Carolina team really likes to play together, play with each other. Like you said, they're hyped up on the sideline. They got that gold chain.
Got a great hype guy as well.
Going neck to neck.
Yeah.
Everyone's sharing the chain today.
You have a 30-second extra man opportunity. Penalty against number 7 for Cal, Jake Lombardo. South Carolina looking to add to this lead. A flurry of goals to start this third quarter.
See the Carolina coaching staff wearing shooting shirts that say 0-0.
Bounce shot goes. How about one more for Mr. Ellis?
And you see him on your screen now. He's a big boy. 6'4", 220. He catches that thing in the middle of the field. You got to have a stick on him. If you don't, he's going to do what he's been doing all day.
Jacob Ellis, hailing from Annapolis, Maryland.
Typical for the South Carolina team. A lot of Maryland natives, a lot of Virginia,
Maryland,
New
some
Yorks. I get back to those T-shirts that I see South Carolina wearing on the sideline. 0-0. To me, that means it's their first time in the tournament.
0-0.
Everyone is 0. Everyone is 0-0. Anybody can win this thing, and they're playing like that today.
You can tell they'd love to have a chance at the top seed Chapman.
Their unis are growing on me, too. I like the camo letters.
It's because you don't have to see the numbers. Nice save by Haynes. They've got a whistle after that shot, so Cal will keep it. Skip pass out top. DeGroat fires and scores low. Cal answers back.
South Carolina defense has done a really good job of pressing out on the adjacents, allowing it, making it very difficult for Cal to just pass the ball from player to player on the outside. So you need skip passes like that in this case. You need to find the backside. You need to skip through the defense, when you're playing against a defense that's pressing out and locking off those adjacents on you. And you see it right there. Skip pass to the top, find one more on the backside, wide open for a great step-down shot.
A violation, gives it to Cal off the face-off. If Cal's going to make a comeback, it's going to have to start soon, down by 6. 8 minutes to go in this third quarter. Spin move from Dixon. Pass almost intercepted. Kept alive by the Golden Bears. Dixon. Pressured. thought about it. Instead, one more. Bench wanted Cal to make one more pass. Now they do. It's too late. Michael Bellis keeps swinging it around. Dixon, bounce shot saved by Haynes, and he goes up to grab it.
That's an impressive save. In the sun, off the ground. Man, what a great save by Haynes.
Saw South Carolina play this time last night, and so certainly used to the conditions here with the sun angle that continues to set on the far side of the field. So South Carolina up by 6. No rushing for the Gamecocks. Have had a lot of success along the crease against this Cal defense.
The sun is now in our eyes.
I know. It's the worst part of the night. Otherwise, an absolutely gorgeous day again here in Salt Lake City.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining.
Yeah, the weather has been absolutely spectacular. 70s, 80s. Feed in front. Ellis has it. We've got a flag down on Cal. Free pit play for South Carolina. And now a shot clock's on. That shot is saved by Beatty. He comes out of his crease to grab it, but will trigger another extra man opportunity for this Gamecocks offense.
Creeping here on the Gamecocks Lacrosse Twitter account. Last tweet from them. Shout out to our defense looking like the U in the 80s.
We're going to release at 4:35.
I don't know how you feel about that one, Travis.
That's a great song lyric.
Who's in the box? Thank you, thank you.
We're going to release at 4:35, Coach.
Like South Carolina's musical taste. Skip pass across the crease, deflected. South Carolina will keep it. Graham Lorber triggers from the corner. I have to agree with the Twitter account. South Carolina defense has been terrific today. From way downtown, and the bounce shot goes. Oh, guess who it is again? Jacob Ellis.
That's 4.
Dude is on fire.
Today. I'm excited to see what GIF. Yes, I said GIF.
It's GIF. Don't get us started on this one.
Either way, I'm looking forward to seeing what GIF the Gamecocks Twitter throws out now for Jacob Ellis. He's got the last 4 goals.
How about just some fire emojis?
That's too easy, Travis.
South Carolina wins the face-off forward. How about one more?
Wow. Jacob Ellis, heat check. Whew. Someone better lock that man off. 5 goals in a row from Jacob Ellis.
South Carolina has an 8-goal advantage.
They didn't get a GIF out for his 4th goal, so they're probably editing that tweet for now his 5th goal.
Well, right, yeah. That's because that's what happens when he scores 2 in the matter of about 5 seconds. This thing is turned into all Gamecocks. Physical play. Cal able to find a way to win that faceoff. Nick White scooping up the ground ball. And Cal desperately needs an answer here.
We got the tweet.
What did they go with?
Jacob Ellis with his 4th straight, another cannon, then his 5th straight, looking like a young Sergio Perkovic.
Ooh, Motor City Hitman reference.
Sergio did have 5 in a semifinal game.
He did.
A few years back, all in the 4th quarter.
Incredible performance. Didn't they lose that game, though?
They did. They did lose that game.
I think Mr. Ellis will take a win and the 5 straight goals in the 3rd quarter instead.
A lot of palms up from the Cal bench on that one, looking for a push with possession.
Instead, South Carolina goes to clear. Haynes gets it out of his stick before there's any trouble there. And South Carolina once again completes the clear. Unsettled situation. Oh, he forgot the ball. Ryan Vallon saw a wide open space there in front of the cage, and he just lost it. Back the other way comes Cal. Haynes up to the challenge.
Wow, point blank save. Haynes and Ellis right now.
I think we know who we're going to talk to after this game. South Carolina going to settle into the offense here. Their largest lead of the game at 8. Close to 2 minutes gone, 2 minutes left in this 3rd quarter of the quarterfinals. The MCLA D1 tournament. They've got a hidden ball trick. Does not fool the Cal defense. Skip pass all the way back out top. And he lost it. Griffin Bailey couldn't complete that swim move. Beatty, a tough pass. Now Beatty's in some real trouble. 2 guys on him.
You're going to have to get this upfield quick.
Good hustle along the sideline, but it goes out of bounds. South Carolina takes over. Minute 15 left in the 3rd.
That's been an issue today for Cal.
Just
throwing the ball away.
Sloppier than they were yesterday.
A little bit sloppy on the clear. You might count 5 or 6 failed clears now. The other storyline in the 3rd is Jacob Ellis. No answer for him.
Yeah. Pass all the way across. What a save by Beatty. He has been spectacular at those post-to-post saves across the crease.
And he's done everything that he could in his power so far in this game to keep Cal in it. It's just the offense of Cal has not been able to find the back of the net.
Like great anticipation. Good takeaway check. We have a whistle. What was that called, Josh?
Infraction on South Carolina.
Pistotnik looking to go quick for Cal. And he draws a flag, so free possession for the Golden Bears. That one doesn't get through. It's deflected. Man. Nick White went tumbling up and over his teammate. Looks to be okay. And Cal gets an extra man. 12 seconds to go in this third quarter. 30-second extra man, so this one will carry over into the fourth unless Cal scores quickly here.
Gamecocks Twitter calling Haynes a savage. Let's see how savage he can be in this man down situation.
I mean, they'd be right so far.
100%. He's made some savage
saves. He's been terrific. And that brings us to the end of the third quarter. Man, it was all about Jacob Ellis. The Ellis show in the third for South Carolina. The Gamecocks lead 12-4, 15 minutes away from a date in the semifinals. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. You're watching the 2018 MCLA National Tournament, powered by Under Armour.
Life is about moments.
If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings. Do you have that real look in your eye that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quay?
See ya!
Right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
Fourth quarter about to get underway here in this D1 quarterfinal of the 2018 MCLA National Tournament. South Carolina 15 minutes away from a date in the semifinals in their first ever trip to the national tournament, up 12-4 on the 13-seeded California Golden Bears. Travis Eldridge, Josh Hawkins back with you for the final 15 minutes of this one. Josh, listening to the South Carolina huddle there, Coach James Harkey harping on the fact that, hey, guys, we've seen comebacks crazier than this in this tournament. We got to continue to play.
It's the message that you want to give at this point in time, right? Don't give up. Don't take the pedal. Don't take your foot off the pedal. Keep pushing hard. Don't give up because
we've got a stick check on the. Stick check on face-off man Derek Isaac for South Carolina, and it was deemed illegal. Josh is going to check it out here. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm holding it in my hand here. I mean, it's a face-off head, right? So it's super pinched regardless. But I think what they notice is that when you flip the stick over, the ball is not coming out. It's completely staying jammed in there.
And so that is a 3-minute extra man opportunity for Cal. And it's non-releasable. So Cal has 3 minutes. The first 18 seconds of it will be 2 men up. And then for the following 2 minutes and 40-some seconds, they will have at least one man. They will have 1 man up no matter what happens. So really good chance here for the Golden Bears. Try to get back in this thing down by 8. And so the first penalty is released. We're back to 6-on-5 lacrosse. And Cal cashes in once. Sean Tran, the freshman, in front. Cal's got 5.
Huge opportunity for Cal here to capitalize on this penalty. They do right away and get one. Still have some confusion here on this penalty. We need to get 35 here in the box serving the penalty, which we do now.
Yeah.
He was
working on a new
trying
stick.
to figure out his new stick situation.
And so he's got another 2 minutes and 36 seconds to serve. See if Cal can add on a couple more here. Already one on the extra man. 3-minute non-releasable penalty for an illegal stick. We saw this in your game this weekend.
We did. Sean Evans, he had
the indoor stick.
He had a shaft that was like 35 inches.
Denver Outlaws and New York Lizards on Friday night.
I cannot vouch that he was using the same stick from the game before, where he wasn't caught.
He may or may not have been.
He may or may not have been.
You can bet that every one of your opponents now will.
Well, he changed. He got a new shaft. Hidden ball trick here from Cal.
And doesn't fool anybody.
Nope.
Let's go, Dave!
Good ball movement for the Golden Bears. DeGroat. Feed in front. Nice save by Haynes.
3, 2, 1, 2, 1, release.
There was another penalty. That was a 2-man up. Now we're back to 6-on-5 lacrosse. Can't keep track of all these penalties.
What a huge stand for the Gamecocks. I mean,
that's a huge save from Haynes. 2 men down.
Yeah, 2 men down and now just 1 man down, but they're about halfway through the penalty time that they have to serve. About another minute left on this last penalty.
Killed a little bit of the time here. South Carolina trying to keep it out. Just killed time. That's
hold call.
And South Carolina keeps it.
Interesting.
Still about a minute 18 left on this 3-minute unreleasable penalty for South Carolina. The lights are on here in Salt Lake City. The Regional Athletic Complex. So the sun continues to set over the mountains. South Carolina, a chance. Man down goal. Ryan Vallon, the junior.
It ends at 12, a minute 8 seconds.
Down a man, and it does not matter. The Gamecocks adding one back.
And that's a tough one. When you want to double the ball, you want to get a guy on each side so that you don't get an advantage. You don't let that guy get a big run like that. I mean, you have 2-on-1. It's easier said than done, but he gets a nice run. He's wide open because everyone's walking off their guy and puts it in the back of the net. I mean, that's a hard one to stop. 1-on-1 with the goalie. I mean,
yeah.
Beatty's had a great day, but those are the ones that are going to go in.
Cal wins the faceoff. They need offense now, and it's not going to come on this possession.
You can probably hear the ew calls.
Yes.
From the benches.
Wasn't exactly pretty.
12 minutes. At 12 minutes. At 12 minutes. 3 minutes at 15.
And a whistle. Cal will get possession back.
Cal still has 30 seconds on this man advantage.
We've only got 1 goal in this 3-minute unreleasable penalty. Haynes, another save.
South Carolina also getting away with one there. They did have 6 on the field.
Oh, well.
It almost got me, but I saw him sneak off.
10 seconds.
Push. And somehow, Lombardo keeps it in.
3, 2, 1, release.
And so South Carolina finally back even. And just like that.
Another one.
Another one. Will Lansinger came in hot. Thought he had a chance for the check, and
looked like he tried to cut him in half.
He went over the top, and the over the head check only works when you get over the head.
Yeah, just like that, they're back down a man.
And it'll be another minute. So you kill 3 minutes of an assortment of 1 man and 2 men down. And now you have to kill another minute-long extra man. Cal with just 1 goal to show for all this penalty time, though. South Carolina's man-down unit's been really good. Extra pass down on the doorstep, and Lombardo couldn't put that on frame. South Carolina apparently listened to our broadcast yesterday because they just referenced your championship step.
He didn't take it.
Yeah, I know. And
you take one more step, that's a barrier. You're in front of the crease.
And that pass for Cal was, I don't know who that was intended for.
Well, thanks for listening, boys. Appreciate that. Turnover here.
20 seconds.
He's getting loose here early in the 4th quarter of this one. Lombardo picks it up.
10 seconds.
10 seconds left on the extra man.
5, 4, 3.
Winds and fires. Haynes stops it again. Another one just couldn't get on frame. Man.
A couple good looks in this possession for Cal. They're moving the ball well.
Problem is, good looks don't help when you're down 8. Another save from Haynes. The rebound stopped. And here comes South Carolina. That shot saved. And Beatty out of his crease.
Beatty with a save, a caused turnover, and a ground ball.
That's all the stats.
Feels weird to be back 6-on-6, huh?
Shot in front, and Lombardo finally cashes in. A little end-to-end action. Cal gets another back.
And that all starts with Beatty.
Yeah.
Beatty, virtually one-on-one save. Comes out of the cage, causes a turnover, picks up the ground ball, starts the clear, and it results in a transition goal. Great play by Beatty and Cal. They're still fighting. Still got some fight left in Cal. 10 minutes left. I'm
seeing crazier things happen, I guess.
Yeah. Don't count them out yet.
And Cal needs somebody to go on a Jacob Ellis run.
Galini's got to do a good job here at the face-off X. Get Cal some possessions. He's got this one.
Ball's loose. It's in the box. And Cal's got it.
Run.
There's JP Josie.
Cal with a successful clear. See if they can build on this momentum that they have currently.
And there's another flag. Cal could go on the extra man once more. Free possession. Shot to score. It's Brendan Cook, the freshman. 13-7.
Watch out now, Travis. They keep getting penalties. They keep getting
flags waved off with the goal
here, and Cal could crawl their way back into it.
13-seeded Golden Bears looking for a second straight upset here in 2 days, knocking off Colorado yesterday in the opening round. South Carolina, meanwhile, looking to get to the semifinals for the first time in program history, their first trip here to the national tournament. South Carolina wins it forward. Isaac lost it, though, and Beatty will start the clear. Cal looking to go. Good transition defense from South Carolina there. But wait a minute, shot saved by Haynes. Lombardo looking to split a couple of Gamecocks.
Great timeout by Coach Webster.
Try to save that possession, down by 6 as we edge toward the midway point of this fourth quarter. We'll step aside. South Carolina looking to put the finishing touches on the Golden Bears. You're watching the 2018 MCLA National Tournament, powered by Under Armour. Welcome back live to Salt Lake City, Utah, the 2018 MCLA National Tournament powered by Under Armour. South Carolina 8 minutes and 12 seconds away from a date with Chapman in the national semifinals on Thursday. Looking to put away this Cal Golden Bears team that has been tough in this tournament. Took down the 4 seed yesterday in Colorado. Travis Eldridge, Josh Hawkins back with you.
Was in that huddle for the Gamecocks. They're coming out in a zone here trying to throw off Cal because they probably didn't put into play for a zone. And they're in it now.
Not sure if Haynes got a piece of that, but South Carolina got the backup.
That's a huge play. Huge play for South Carolina. It's good to see them make hustle plays like that with this lead. I'll give it right back. See if they'll stay in their zone. They call it gold. Looks like they're back in man.
Shot saved by Haynes. He continues to be really good for the Gamecocks, and he starts the clear. For South Carolina, how much time you try to just start to chip away at this clock?
Yeah, you definitely want to chip away. Don't give Cal opportunities because in the second half they've actually buried those opportunities. So stay settled, work the ball around. You're going to see Cal press out and pressure the ball a lot more. You hear the Cal bench yelling lock.
Backside! Backside! Backside!
Sometimes when you press out like this, you kind of invite that player to run right by you, and you kind of create more offense than you would want.
Comes Lansinger, sent it into some traffic. See if Cal can win the ground ball. They do. Nick White, short stick defensive midfielder, sends it behind. Oh, they had a man in front for Cal. Back come the Gamecocks.
Good look to the crease there, just unable to handle.
Feet in front. Ellis stopped by Beatty. Finally.
Right?
They finally stopped him.
He scored 5 in a row in the third, but he gets stopped there. Beatty finally saving one of Ellis's shots. Ellis wants that one back.
Lombardo able to get it in the box for Cal. They settle things down here. Down by 6. Now under 6 minutes to go. Closer to 5 minutes left in this quarterfinal.
Look for Cal to get into their sets and get a good shot off here. Don't need to rush things.
But you kind of do.
5
minutes, 6 goals.
You gotta push, but
ball's out, or something's out. Mouth guard's out, and it's buried. Jake Lombardo, 5-goal game. Cal just not going away here. The 13 seed staying alive in this quarterfinal.
And we didn't mention this earlier, but Dylan Lee for Cal out today. Was in the game yesterday and out today. Good offensive player for them. So
one forward by South Carolina. Shot sails wide. That was Greg Helfrich, backup face-off man for this Gamecocks team.
Wonder if there's any relation to Connor Helfrich. Tufts face-off guy.
He was terrific.
A few years ago. Yeah.
And timeout for South Carolina. They'll talk things over. 4 minutes and 35 seconds from a spot in Thursday's semifinals. We'll step aside. You're watching the 2018 MCLA National Tournament, powered by Under Armour.
My name is Pat Young. I started my college career at University of Maryland, Baltimore County and finished up at University of Maryland, College Park. I currently play for the Ohio Machine. The shaft is the Meso, and obviously when you look at it, it's got a really sleek look to it. Black on black is pretty smooth. Feel it, it's not too rigid, got a little bit of a grit to it. It's very durable, but it's pretty light. It's got a little bit of a flex to it, so it puts a little bit more on your shot. UA Meso Composite, balanced, battle tested.
Welcome back here to Salt Lake City, South Carolina, trying to put the finishing touches on the Cal Golden Bears, but Cal just will not go away. 5-goal game, 4 minutes and 35 seconds left here. Travis Eldridge and Josh Hawkins back. Josh, what did you hear from the huddles during that timeout?
Yeah, I had to run down to the sideline, get in that Cal defensive huddle. They're just going to press out, pressure, but Coach making an emphasis, be ready to help and support, because in these situations, like I mentioned before, you get a guy like this that finds themselves wide open, and
he capitalizes.
That's what happens.
It's another one for South Carolina. The 14th goal of the game, and Addison Lutz makes it a 6-goal advantage.
Lefty Lutz.
That just may be the dagger. I love what the South Carolina coaching staff has been preaching throughout this game. Coach James Harkey. Every time out, you just hear focus. Game's not over. Play like it's 0-0. And it's how the team has played throughout this entire game and really the entire tournament so far.
And I've been so impressed with all the coaches here. I mean, being able to go into the huddles and hear, what they're saying in the timeouts. I mean, so many times you've seen, defensive coaches putting in a zone or a man, and offensive coaches being ready for a man or seeing a man in a zone and putting in an option for both. So I mean the coaching overall this whole tournament has been really fun and cool to witness.
South Carolina under 4 minutes away from Thursday's semis. Of course, we'll get a well-deserved day off tomorrow. Championships coming your way Saturday here from Salt Lake City.
This is the last one for us, Travis.
This is it.
It's been a good time.
It's been a lot of fun. 6 games of the course of 2 days.
Yep.
Come on, D, let's get this.
We're missing our guy, Greg Bice, on the sidelines. He's busy hanging out with Ryan Powell on one of the other fields. Cal takes this one away.
I'd probably go want to hang out with him.
He traded up, let's be honest. But, we miss you, Greg. Stodnick bodies his way down. Feed in front, and Cook puts one home. Makes it a 14-9 game, 2:45 left.
I'd like to see Cal still playing hard. Even though they might think they're out of this one, they're still playing hard, still pushing the pace, still going to the cage.
So, Josh, from what we've seen here from South Carolina, assuming they're able to hold on, how do you like their chances against top seed Chapman coming up in the semifinals?
I like it a lot. We've witnessed their coaching style and how well these coaches have prepared South Carolina. And I said it earlier for the Gamecocks. I mean, their ability to score in different ways. You have Lance Slinger from the midfield who can slice and dice you from up top. You have 6'4" Jacob Ellis who can sling a shot and score in bunches. Lutz the lefty. I mean, he's crafty down there on the crease. I mean, they've got a lot of options offensively, and if Haynes can keep playing the way he is in cage, I mean, he's seeing the ball so well this tournament. If he can keep playing that way, and the offense keeps sharing the rock, I mean, this is going to be a tough team to stop for Chapman.
Things certainly opened up.
I think the other factor that South Carolina brings to the table is that this is their first time here. They're so excited to be here. They're playing their hearts out.
Yeah.
Chapman is here year in and year out.
Yeah, they've been there, done that.
So for South Carolina, I like that too. They kind of have that edge in the fact that they don't know any better. They're just playing well, having fun together.
And things have opened up in this tournament a little bit. You have Utah being taken down by BYU earlier today. In case you missed that one, that was an absolute thriller. Cougars scoring like 4 seconds left in regulation to take their first lead I believe their second lead of the game. Down 6-2 at one point, coming back to win that one. The other quarterfinal going on right now, Michigan State taking on Virginia Tech in the field next to us.
Tell you what, I do like those Michigan State uniforms.
They are fresh. Shot finds the post for Josie. He tried to get another opportunity at that one, swings and misses. Under a minute to go. Just 28 seconds away for South Carolina. All I got to do is run things out.
In the stick of the hero in the third quarter.
Jacob Ellis. Man, does he get the MVP today?
Yeah. He almost had a sock trick.
He did. I believe there's a timeout called.
Not
For South Carolina, they're not going to take it. They just wanted to pause things and get their man out of trouble. So 8 seconds away. Ellis skies one toward the other corner. And that will do it. South Carolina in the national tournament for the first time. And the Gamecocks are going to Thursday's semifinals, a date with Chapman awaits.
Great performance by South Carolina today. Haynes and Cage, it was an absolute animal. The defense in front of them played so sound. I mean, they pressed out well on those adjacents. Didn't let Cal pass the ball around or do anything on offense. And then you had Jacob Ellis and company just putting the ball in the back of the net.
So South Carolina gets to enjoy a day off tomorrow before the semifinals coming up on Thursday. Josh, this was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Fun couple of days.
A lot of fun, Travis. Appreciate it. You crushed it, I'll tell you that.
For Josh Hawkins, our entire crew here in Salt Lake City, I'm Travis Eldridge. Your final score in this D1 quarterfinal, South Carolina 14, California 9. Thanks for watching the 2018 MCLA National Tournament powered by Under Armour.
My name is Pat Young. I started my college career at University of Maryland, Baltimore County and finished up at University of Maryland, College Park. I currently play for the Ohio Machine. The shaft is the Meso, and obviously when you look at it, it's got a really sleek look to it. Black on black is pretty smooth. Feel it, it's not too rigid, got a little bit of a